Hello everyone. So I just wanted to do another update on my ultimate Candida diet. It is day 17 and today is the day that I started taking my first probiotics. I'm taking the Balance 1 probiotic, which is the one that they suggest in the book and that the book's creators they formulated specifically for the diet. So I was like, why not? I'll just take that, and I'll include a link to that below. So an update on me, I have been really trying to regulate my digestion. Now, I explained in the last video that I've been having some interesting digestive things going on. And so far, things are not entirely regulated yet. However, I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out the best balance of, fiber and leafy vegetables to quinoa and other like wheat style product, or it's not wheat, but other carbohydrates and grains. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but it's going okay. And I'll keep you posted because I think the addition of the probiotics is really going to help in terms of my digestion. Today I ate half an avocado and one soft-boiled egg for breakfast with some cherry tomatoes that I sliced up. And I put some salt, paprika, and red pepper flakes in there. And then for lunch, I had a big salad. I had a kale salad with cucumbers and tomatoes. And I also realized that the Dijon mustard that we have in my fridge doesn't have any added sugar. And so everything in it is stuff that I can have. So I put a little Dijon mustard in my dressing recipe and I mixed that up and it tastes amazing. So just check and see if you like Dijon mustard. You can generally find one that doesn't have sugar added to it because it's supposed to be sour anyway. So that is what I had. Tonight I'm going to have another salad for dinner because I'm going to a restaurant with my friends that I scoped out that has one salad that I can eat. On that topic, actually, I've been finding, people really want to go out and they want to hang out. It's like the holiday seasons. Everyone wants to go out for drinks or dinner. Now, obviously, I can't have the drinks, so dinner is a better option for me. And when you get there, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I didn't look at the menu beforehand. I don't know what I can eat. So all you eat is like some lettuce. Well, in most cities, you can find places that actually have a really good menu of salads. So that's what I've been looking for the most because I think it's the easiest thing to regulate. You can control the dressing that you put on it. You can just order vinegar and olive oil, or even just olive oil and lemons, which I actually prefer. It's easier that way because you're not having like balsamic, for example, which is actually pretty high in sugar. But I have found scoping out the menu beforehand is super helpful. And I would say like 95% of the restaurants in this entire world have websites now. So you can go online and see their menu. Usually on Yelp you can see their menu as well. And then when you get there, don't be afraid to ask. You have dietary restrictions. It's for your health. And honestly, the waiter can just go back and talk to the chef. It's not a big deal. The other day I went to this really great restaurant in downtown Albuquerque. It's called Modern General. And their food is incredible, but the majority of the food had, different sauces on it and, like one or two things that I could or couldn't have. So what I ended up ordering was a poached egg dish, and it had a tomato sauce on it. And I specifically made the waitress go back and ask the chef if there's any additional sugar in the tomato sauce, because honestly, why, just for one moment of a little bit of uncomfortability with a waiter, like a little bit of social anxiety, is entirely worth keeping your diet on track. And most people will accommodate you. If you get a salad that only has like, a little bit of lettuce and like 1 or 2 olives on it and that's the only thing you can eat, be like, hey, can I add some tomatoes and some avocado? You can always add an egg, you know, just ask around. People are usually willing to accommodate you and you're paying for it. So come on, it's fine. The one moment of social anxiety is entirely worth it. So anyways, that's how I'm doing. So I wanted to talk today about acidity versus alkalinity. Now, I think a lot of diets currently are promoting alkalinity or trying to say like you should keep your diet alkaline. And that is actually due to some research, I think, into cancer patients who, the majority of people who developed cancer, their blood was extremely acidic. So they address that in the book, The Ultimate Candida Diet. And what they talk about is how you want your body, the rest of your body, to be slightly alkaline, just slightly alkaline, but you want to make sure that your gut is slightly acidic. So that's what they promote in the diet here. And the reasons why is because Candida yeast grows best in a mildly acidic environment, and that's good. So just to be clear, your gut is going to be mildly acidic so that all of the different fungus and bacteria and the micro organisms are in there and developing and growing. However, what Candida does to grow faster is it tries to make your gut and your intestines more alkaline, because then it grows more at a more rapid rate and it produces its virulent fungal form. So in order to achieve that, it'll release ammonia, and it's pretty incredible actually. It's like a very, very intelligent little microbiotic thing growing in there. But it shifts your pH to a slightly alkaline pH so that it produces more. So the Candida is growing away, and you are sitting here like, I don't know what to do because I've been trying to get my blood alkaline. I've been trying to only eat alkaline food, and all of a sudden I'm getting yeast infections and my digestion is crazy. So just to be clear, what you want to go on in your stomach and your intestines and all of that is a little bit of acidity, but not too much. So if we're talking the pH scale, which I imagine that everybody learned in what was it, chemistry? Yeah, I was bad at science. So you learned that alkaline is from 0 to 6.9, and then acidic, nope, that's incorrect. Oh crap, I told you I was bad at science. Okay, so pH of 7 is considered neutral, and then from 0 to 6.9 is acidic, and from 7.1 to 14 is alkaline. Okay, so 0 to just below 7, acidic, and just above 7 to 14 is alkaline. Okay, so you generally want your whole body to be slightly alkaline, which is around 7.4, but your stomach and intestines acidic to varying degrees. Like I said, Candida generally grows in a mildly acidic environment, so it's usually 5 to about a 6.7, but when it starts to turn alkaline is when it starts to grow faster and become more virulent. Let me see if I covered all. Okay, so now that we've been talking about acidity, something that I recognized as one of my symptoms when I first started looking at the symptom tracker of the Ultimate Candida Diet is that I have awful acid reflux, and I would say at least twice a year I have to go on a full 14-day course of omeprazole, and I'm a singer, so that's really, really bad for me. Not the omeprazole, the acid reflux. I honestly thought that I was never going to sing again because I thought that I had developed nodules, and it turns out that I was just swollen from having acid reflux. So in reading about this acidity and everything that's going on in your gut, what they talk about in the book, in the Ultimate Candida Diet book, is that acid reflux is actually caused by too little acid in your stomach. It sounds crazy. I know that it sounds completely strange, but what it does is when you have too little acid in your stomach, then it's causing it to overstimulate and to overact. And so it pushes harder. It's working harder, and it causes the valve at the top of the stomach not to fully close because because the stomach is working extra. So, in changing your diet, especially when you're going to the ultimate Candida diet, you're looking for alkalinizing your blood, but keeping the acid in your stomach. And the way to fix it sounds crazy actually, but something they recommend for people who have acid reflux is to like take a shot of vinegar, or to like have vinegar in water every day, because sometimes the vinegar can be like caustic here. But if you're drinking vinegar, generally you're gonna promote more acid in the stomach, which is gonna cause the stomach to work less and your acid production to be level, so that you don't have problems with that valve closing. And I thought that was insane. When I read about that, I was like, there's no way, like, you would think that there's too much acid, there's an overproduction, but it turns out there's too little. So I haven't had acid reflux symptoms in a really long time, and I thought drinking the cayenne and the vinegar drink and the lemon, I mean, come on, everything, that's all extremely acidic. So I thought that drinking that might actually make my symptoms a little bit worse, but so far I haven't had a single symptom of reflux, and it's been just over 2 weeks. So I'll keep you guys posted on the reflux situation. If you find that you're having reflux too, then at the very least, I mean, if you don't have any of the other symptoms, then I would consider, maybe adding in some more healthy acidic foods. You can, add lemon juice to things, and you can take a shot of vinegar, and but do some research, of course. And I always recommend reading this book, The Ultimate Candida Diet, because it's not that expensive. You get a bunch of recipes with it, and so far, so good. For me, it's been working okay. So, if you have any questions, just comment below, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And also, if you're interested in buying the book, I will include the link below. I also will include the link to my probiotics that I started today, and I will continue to keep you updated. And if you like me and you want to see more of what I do, I have a blog, and it's at adrianwrites.com. So I'll include a link below to that as well. Thanks for watching.